Hi everybody and welcome to your PT session with me, Sarah. Today we're going to be going through your PT session 2, which is body weight and core. So on our last PT session we kept it very simple. We did 3 exercises. We did some crunches, we did some leg extensions, and we did a plank and then a finisher of all of those 3 exercises. So today we're going to progress things and we are going to superset some of those exercises. Well, all of those exercises that we've done in the previous session, we're going to superset them, and we're also going to add some new exercises in today as well to make your core workout just that little bit more tricky. And of course, as always, we're going to do the finisher right at the very end. So let's mobilise, let's warm up, and let's get ready for your PT core session. So we're going to just take a space, make sure you've got plenty of room, and we're going to take the arms up and just twist side to side. So here we're just mobilising through the lower back and through the waist, lifting the heel as you twist, allowing your arms to be nice and dynamic and loose. Great, and then come to centre, and then let's just tuck your chin into your chest and do a forward fold all the way down, bending the knees, rolling all the way up, thinking about your spine, so dropping down nice and slow, bending the knees, dropping the bum, and then rolling up. Head and shoulders come up last. Let's do that one more time. And roll up. Perfect. And then just come down to the mat. And just sit back onto your hands and just drop the knees side to side. So we've got 3 supersets today. We're going to revisit those crunches, and then we're going to add a leg raise onto the crunches, and then we're going to revisit those leg extensions and make those a little bit more difficult just by extending our arm over. So we're adding a lever over our head, which makes our abdominals work harder. And then we've got a progression on some of the planks as well. Okay, so I want you just to lie down and just bring the knees into the chest and just move side to side, just as so you land on your elbow, and then push yourself over to the other side, just waking up through the lower back. Good. And then from there, I want you to let go of your knees, reach up towards your ankles, and then drop one leg down and do a big stretch and bring it back in. Hold. Same on the other leg. Reach, extend, and lift. And then last one, take both legs, both arms down, and take a big stretch. Lift the hips up a little bit. Nice, and relax. Well done. Okay, bending the knees. So we're going to start with our very first exercise, and we did it in our last PT session, and it was crunches. So I think I spoke to you last time about your position with your arms. Okay, so remembering arms out is your easiest, okay, because the weight's in front of you. Arms across the chest is a little bit more difficult, and then hands behind the head is even more difficult. Okay, so let's choose your position. If you did this last time and you want to try arms across the chest, then go for arms across the chest. Okay, we're going to go for 16 crunches, keeping the chin away from the chest, exhaling as you lift. Are you ready? In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Let's lift. 1, and lower back down, keeping the head off the mat. 2, 3, 4, and now can you try and keep your elbows down as well? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and lift. Exhale. 10. Good. We've got 6 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, next exercise, just take a step away and we're going straight away, okay? And we're going to lift again and bring the knee into the chest, okay? So arms wherever you want them, lift in 1 and replace that heel back down. 2, 3, 4, 5. So as you're lifting that knee, lower part of your abs are engaging. Upper body's lift, the top part. We've got 6 more. Last 6. 5. If your neck starts to ache, put one hand behind your head. 3, 2, and 1. And rest. Well done. Take that recovery. Can you feel your abdominals working? So we've got 2 rounds, okay? Quick rest. And then we go for those crunches again. So just remembering to really think about your time under tension, taking your time, squeezing at the top, allowing your body to know that it's working, allowing those abs to know that they need to fire up, okay? So don't rush. Try not to pull, if you've got your hands behind your head, try not to pull on your neck, okay? So I'm going to take my hands behind my head, just because I find personally that I can rest my head more onto my hands and my neck doesn't ache, okay? So you choose where is good for you. So lift and hold, stay there, and then let's go again. Let's go for those 16 reps. So lift, 1, pause, and back down. 2, and back down. 3, 4, keeping those elbows wide. Remember to exhale on the lift, halfway. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now don't rest. Bring a knee in and go again. And change. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Halfway. Keep working. Let's get through it. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. And rest. Good. Okay, so our first 2 supersets are done. I want you to stay here, take the legs out if you need it, and take a stretch. Ah, lovely. Good. Okay, so from our last PT session, we did some leg extensions. So we had our legs up here into tabletop. Remember, we kept our heels away from our bum, so we didn't allow the heels to fall. We were right here. Feet were flexed, pushing the lower back down into the floor, and you extended one leg out and you brought it back in. So we're going to do that again, but we're going to add the arms, okay? So remember, taking your arm over your head makes that exercise a bit more difficult, okay? So if it doesn't work for you, then just stay with legs only, okay? We're going to go with 16 repetitions, and I'm going to take opposite arm and opposite leg. So I'm going to get your brain working, okay? So you're going to take one leg out and down, the opposite arm comes over the head, and then bring it back down, okay? So let's go. 1, as the arm lengthens and the leg lengthens, feel the connection through the abdominals, and change. 2, and bring it in. 3, and in. And exhale. 4, and in. 5, keeping the heels away from the bum. 6, pushing the lower back down into the floor. halfway, last 8, and bring it in, 7, and in, 6, and in, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Now drop the feet down, take the hands behind the head, and we're going to go into those twists. So we're going to go into the sit-up again and twist over. Place the foot back down, keep the head lifted. Let's go. 2. So we're working through the obliques now as well. 5, 6, 7. Halfway. 8 more. Last 8. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And rest. Good. So on those twists, did you stay lifted? So remember, don't rest the head onto the mat, keep the head lifted, okay? So that's our first superset. We'll do that one more time. So are you ready? So we lift those legs. Oh, cracking through the knees. Lift the legs, lift the heels away from the bum, okay? Remember, opposite arm, opposite leg. So draw down through the core now. Activate it. Push the lower back down into the floor. Got it? And then let's go. One arm, one leg opposite. 1, and bring it down and change. 2. Inhale and exhale. 3, 4, 5, 6, halfway, 7, and 8. We're halfway now. Last 8. Last 8. Good. Nice and long through those legs, through the arms. 6. Mind to muscle. 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one. Yes, well done. Plant the feet down. Take the hands behind the head. You ready? Lift, hold, and now let's twist. 1, keeping the elbows wide. 2, 3. Lift a bit higher. 4. Yep. 5. Feel it engage. 7. You're with my pace. 8. Halfway. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. And rest. Well done. Okay. So coming up, take a breather, have a drink if you need it. So our last section, we're going to look at our planks, okay? So we're going to be working the transverse abdominals. So last time we did a plank on our elbows. You might have chosen to do a half plank. So today, if you can, you're going to try and start in full plank, okay? So try and add that little bit of progression. So let me just remind you, hands underneath the shoulders. If you're in half plank, you really do want to stay in half plank, that's absolutely fine. So you're pushing your knees away from underneath your hips, knees slightly apart, hands under the shoulders, and you're coming down. So making sure your back's nice and long, and then squeezing the glutes together and drawing up through the core. That's your half plank. You're coming up into full. You are here. Okay, so we'll start on our hands and toes if you can, and then if you need to drop down onto your knees, you can do. Okay, So plank on hands, we are going to add a leg lift. Okay, if you are on your knees, you can still lift and lower. Okay, all right, so come on up. We're doing 16 little lifts. So let's lift a leg, 1, and back down. Now don't lift that leg very high, 2, 3. If you lift it too high, then you'll probably do that, okay? 4, 5, 6, 7, keeping the hips stable, 8, 9, drawing up through the core. Good, we've got 6 to go, last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down and sit back and breathe. Good. And now coming forward onto your elbows, straight into a plank on your elbows and toes, or on your knees, okay? Now we're still going to move the feet. 1 foot taps out to the side and back in and change. 2, if you're on your knees, you're just staying still. 3, 4, 5, 6, draw up through the core. 7, 8, 9, 10, nice and slow. Last 6, keep that bum down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And come down and rest. Well done. Okay, here's your recovery. So we've got that superset one more time. Hands on the plank on hands and toes with a tap out to the side. Plank on hands, sorry, with a leg lift, and then plank on our elbows and tap out to the side. Then we have your finisher, and we'll run through all of those exercises without stopping, okay? All right, one more time. So let's go. Let's start on our hands and that plank leg lift, or if you're on your knees, lifting from the knees, okay? Draw up through the core, nice and strong. Ready? Let's go. 1, and lower. 2, hands under the shoulders. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep it strong. Last 6, 4, 3, nice and controlled. 2, one more. Yes, well done. Sit back for a second, and then forwards, elbows. You ready? Into plank, hips down, and tap out. 1, and change. 2, nice and slow. 3, 4, keeping that leg low. 6, 7, 8, starting to feel it now, halfway, last 8. And tap out. 5, last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Woo! You can really feel that when you do it nice and slow and controlled. Okay, you ready for your finisher? So, team, we've got crunches, single leg crunches, and then straight to leg extension, then straight to sit-ups with a twist, and then straight to those 2 planks, okay? And we'll do 10 of everything, okay? And I want us to go nice and slow, really feel it, mind over muscle, controlled, okay? So coming down onto the floor. Lying back. Choosing where you need to be with your hands, okay? Hands behind the head, or arms across the chest, or arms out, okay? I'm taking my hands behind my head. I just find it more comfortable that way. Okay, 10 crunches. So in 3, so lift first, hold there, 3, 2, 1, let's go. For 10 and lower, 9 and lower, 8, there's your pace, 7, 4 and lower, 3, 2, now don't stop, bring a knee in, 1 and back down, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, go and squeeze it in, 9 and 10, lower the head, lift the legs, extend one arm over the head, one leg drops, 1 and change, 2 and change, 3 and change, 4, nice and long with that pause at the bottom, exhale, 5 more, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more, and 1. Good, now plant the feet down, take the hands behind the head, lift, and let's twist for 10. Stay lifted, 9, really twist over, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back down. Well done. Okay, coming up. 2 planks. So let's start on the hands. So hands directly under the shoulders. Okay, how are we feeling? Are we good for this? Last 2 planks. Okay. Squeeze the glutes, draw up through the core. Now team, lift a leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now don't rest. 9 and 10. Stay there. Nice and strong. Come down onto the elbows. Hold. You ready? Tap out for 10, 9, 8. Look ahead. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more, and drop to the knees and walk it back. Woo, well done. Definitely worked a little bit harder there than our first PT core session. We've progressed quite a few of those exercises, so well done. Let's stretch. So taking the hands underneath the shoulders, take the knees apart, the feet together at the back, and just sit back into a child's pose. Take the head down and just relax. Relax through the upper body, relax through the hips, and relax through the belly. And just take a few breaths. Good. And then from there, coming up, take the hands underneath the shoulders. Let's come into that cat-cow. So curl up, rounding off through the shoulders, drawing up through the spine, stretching through the lower back, and then release and drop the hips down and look forwards, creating that arch through the lower back. Let's do that one more time, that cat-cow. So curl up, rounding off through the shoulders, pushing the floor away through the hands, and then release it, dropping the hips, looking forwards. Coming back into a neutral spine, tuck the toes under, walk the hands back, push back onto the feet, and stand up. Head and shoulders come up last, nice and slow, lovely. I want you just to take the arms up And lift through the rib cage, stretch through the tummy, looking up at the hands, at the ceiling, and then fall forwards. Bending the knees, roll all the way up. Take one leg behind the other, reach up and over, lengthening through the side of the body, lifting through the rib cage. Perfect. And then let's change sides. Hope you've enjoyed your body weight core session today. Keep breathing and then come back to center. Arms up and just rotate side to side. Great, perfect, well done. Well done, guys. Thank you very much for joining me for your PT session, your core PT session. And yes, I'll see you very soon.